Okay, don't be surprised. Stella will definitely interrupt me. She is on a tangent still today, just nonstop. Move this a little. There was something, well, of course I forgot something I wanted to say this morning, and it reminded me, I turned on something and it reminded me immediately. But another thing too is when I was talking about, my daughter begging me, to get this, and she kind of, it's always like dangling a trip. We could go on a trip. We could go on a trip. Yeah, I'm on going on trips, but I'm not going to freaking meet their standards until the freedom is there for me to move freely through this place that I have every birthright to do. Then, no, I'm not going to jump through their hoops and take their poison so I can go and move freely like it still is all controlled. So controlled. Man, once you start seeing like just the grief we've had with TSA and why it's there and the whole thing, it's aggravating. But, we're playing this out while some of us know what's going on. A lot of this shit has played out in our lives and none of us knew what was going on. And then people started waking up and realizing, hey, something's going on behind our back. But now we are experiencing it and we are aware and awake, and it's dastardly, man. It's dastardly. So my mom was talking. Oh, I sent her that Joe video that I was talking about earlier today. I sent it to her last night too, and so she had just finished it, and she was all like, whoa, that's so good. I'm going to send it to a bunch of people, and people in her family or whatever. And right away, immediately, boom, the comeback. The fireman brother, everybody at the station has it. He's had to be quarantined in a hotel. Everyone at the police station his daughter works at has it. And and like I said yesterday when I was listening to the show, how serious they were taking the stuff. And I'm thankful, I thank you for this position in my life at this time, to not be in a position where I have to go out and work. I would not want to be making some of these decisions that people are making, especially when they think that they don't have anything, that they don't have anything else to do, that they have to comply in order to survive because they haven't gotten into that trust and inner knowing of who they are. So it's kind of just like, I've just got to do what I got to do. And, it's the end times. Most people think it's the end times. So, which it is the end of these times. So anyways, it's just so crazy because, for how much I've talked about, like when I was a nurse, like when we walked in, we were walking into a cesspool of germs. Every room you walked into, and they're covered with like fecal matter, blood splatter, urine. Just the gross stuff. Like, could you walk into work and think about that all the time? They've got cleaning people, but you're walking into, if there's anywhere you go in the world that you're breathing in a bunch of gross stuff, it's a hospital. Well, stay out of them right now. It's full of sickness. It's full of sickness and people who are, just out for themselves, are trying to keep their license, whatever. They're faced with their own moral dilemma. And, the world's going to play out how it's going to play out. It depends on your intention. And don't forget, you always have that opportunity to make a change and begin redemption, move the other direction. So, when we would walk in there, if that was the case, you could just, slip it on and you'd be good to go. No, it's not like that. It's not for that. That's not even what they were for. And then these things that they're calling one thing when they're legitimately another thing and being used in an emergency. And it's all, it's all experimentation. It's all, we're lab rats. That's all we are. Because we are animals to them. Sheep to some, lab rats to others. And to us, we're just beings that want to live free and experience this planet. So anyways, while some of us are still trying to break free from the illusion, it is just, it is becoming so crazy. I mean, right away, my brother starts sending my mom, what I would consider propaganda, is why it's necessary. And, it's got a lot of political divide in what he'd sent and stuff. And, that's what I have found with all of these people who are still locked into that other side, is that they're so locked into the narrative, man. They really, really, it's not like they believe this stuff in their heart and soul. I mean, they are living in fear. Like, they are scared shitless. And, and it is that crossroads. It is that, it's when you intersect with whatever's going to really affect you. So you wake up and you start paying attention and you start really seeing what's going on. Because, they're just, if you're willing to take the poison, they've got cups of it. I'll give it to you anyway. They can get it in you. They, just breathe it, inject it, drink it, however, doesn't matter. And, in different ones are in different areas, just like different lot numbers, all of it. Because it's all being monitored. They know exactly what they're doing. Just like they knew all that time ago with the immigrants when they were, taking away their culture, taking away their history, and making them ashamed of who they were, and creating division. And, that's what they've been doing the whole time. So, stop being a product of your environment. I say, I reckon it's time to take a stand and be yourself. And, if you're a racist and a bigot and a misogynist and all the stuff that they are trying to create in their society, then, you still got stuff to learn. And they're going to provide you with a lot of lessons. One thing, too, that I had forgotten to say earlier, because when I was talking about the Scottish grandparents, there was a lot of stuff I was thinking about, because back then, I don't know about everywhere, but I know there, when you got married, you took the woman's name. And I don't know how his name became Hanson, because of his mom's was Moore. So, like, I don't know all of the stuff. And I know which clans we were from and stuff. It was like 3 different clans. But anyways, when I was thinking about all that stuff, I was thinking, what's fascinating is, like, you could be born then at this really troubled time, and then your soul could come back and be reborn with, like, say you were star-crossed lovers or something, or like, the Hatfield and McCoys, you're born on 2 sides of the track, and you can't, unite. And then you come back in another life where you can. And when I was thinking about that, when I was thinking about all of that, and, maybe it's the Outlander or whatever, had me thinking about the romantic part, I don't know. But I just thought, oh my gosh, that is just so sweet and so romantic. It actually made me cry. That is so sweet to think, but that is the beauty of incarnating. I mean, it's really getting a bad rap right now, and people really think that life's out to get them right now. But really, it is a really cool experience when you think about it. Like, you get to come and play out so many different parts, and you get to be with people all the time that love you, even if they're playing the bad guy in your life, So it's really, it's a fascinating thing to be incarnated, so you can go through experiences and learn and grow, and to, the experience of everything inside of a body. And so I think it's really cool, and I really like that star-crossed lovers thing. I thought that was really sweet. And there was another thing, too. The star-crossed lovers thing made me think of it. There was another thing. Let's see, was it the Scottish thing? The immigrants, ooh, my sandwich I just made. I don't know if I already talked about this, but I just made that sandwich. It's so crazy because, you know, when my daughter was here and it starts getting down to the bare bones of it and start getting snowed in and stuff, and right away she starts getting like that cabin fever. Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Are we trapped here now forever? Is this our life? Is this all we got to eat? And but to me, I kind of find it exciting and interesting. Like, what could I make today to eat? Like, it's a journey. So I thought of the grilled cheese and tomato soup because I had some cheese and I had a can of tomato soup, and I had just got bread. I don't always have bread. Even though I got some yeast, I'm gonna try and make bread. I'm gonna try it. I haven't tried it, I don't know, probably 40 years. I think I tried it when I was 20. I was like, oh, this is hard. I never tried again. But I got time on my hands here. I am talking, please. She's been like this all day. Just, but anyway, so I made the grilled cheese and the apples, and I fried the apples because I must have had that with the apples before, but I've had like the balsamic pear pizza. Stella, I'm talking. Hush. The balsamic pear pizza thing. And I think it's like Paragon. It's probably different in all different places. And I've had the pear grilled cheese in New Orleans. That was, oh my God, it was so good. And it was some little healthy kind of spot where you could go for breakfast. It was really, really good. And then I'm sure that I've had an apple one. I just can't remember. So anyways, I fried them just like you would with the apple or the pears or onions or whatever, and get them all brown. And olive oil is really good for you. That Dr. Gunderson says, try and get as much into you as possible. And so I use it like for everything. So I fried the apples in that, and it turned out really, really good. Really good. Good. But there was another thing. I was just trying to fill that in because there was another thing that popped into my head that I was like, oh yeah, don't forget about that. But there's be the same thing. As soon as I stop, then I'll be like, oh, now I remember. I'll just try and do it tomorrow. But it was something with, I don't know, maybe it was about reincarnation. Maybe it was about the people waking up. Maybe it's about the people who live in fear. And, I feel really bad for all these people who are living like this. I really feel bad. And really, really hard to watch. And I really look forward to, I really, really hope that, that it is in January. I mean, I really hope 2022 starts out with just disclosure here, disclosure there. And people are just going to have to start facing the truth. And there's a lot of truth to face. Everything is just a fake illusion. I mean, every freaking thing. And people are so stuck on this or that. And it's the whole damn thing. The whole damn thing. And that it's all for spiritual stuff. And they all think it's like so that we can get back to normal. There's never good. We're creating the new normal. We're making a new normal. There is no going backward. It's like the dam's already busted. We're already going forward. So everything is moving, and like I said, the trajectory is already in motion. It's already happening. There's no going back from here. It's only taking more with it. It's waking up more people. And it slows out, but that is what's happening. Just start paying attention. If you think it is like so that we could get back to what people think of as being what was our normal or something. I mean, for God's sakes, we have somebody in meeting other leaders of other countries in a mask. I mean, who is under the mask? Seriously. Like, is every single thing just CGI? Is everything a hologram? Is there anything that is really happening? Like, this is just, it's mental. So, I don't know. But I better just stop while I'm ahead. because they're really on a censorship like meltdown lately. They're just kicking people off of everything, and I keep seeing them messing with my numbers on my thing. I mean, I've known that they've been messing with mine since the beginning, but I mean, what do you expect? When the Secret Service shows up at your house, they don't let you have much of a voice, do they? Like, we'll let the crazy lady talk from here. You keep her over there. Keep her quiet. Anyways, Stella's having a fit, so I'll stop now. So have a great day. Have a great rest of this day. And we've started back in another snowstorm. I guess we're in another weather alert. So hopefully hopefully I can keep my power. Hopefully there's the people who really need a lot of lessons and need to figure out why they're here. They're the ones who lose power, not me. So have a great day. We'll just be here in the zombie apocalypse waiting for the melt. So maybe Noah will come. I don't know what's going to happen. So, and you know, when all this snow starts melting, we're back to the floods. Oh, the rivers can't handle it. It was already too much to begin with. This damn climate change. And pretty soon it'll be, now the melt. Now we're flooded. No, now we got the low temperatures again. Now we're frozen, flooded. Like, oh my God. This is quite a ride. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.